I want you to remain close to this person, not because of a passing emotion, but because a meeting is unfolding between you that carries a meaning deeper than what you can presently see. My beloved child, quiet your heart and do not allow fear to speak in place of discernment. Some people enter your life only to pass through it, while others appear precisely when your inner being is ready to move into a new level of maturity. This person's presence has not come to make you lose yourself, nor to force you to live in uncertainty. I am allowing this connection to form so that qualities once sleeping within you may awaken, helping you recognize a capacity for love, understanding, and companionship that you have never before dared to express fully. You have sensed that something is different, but because you have been wounded before, you do not easily trust your own feelings. At times, you draw near, then suddenly retreat. At times, your heart feels peaceful beside this person, but immediately afterward, old memories cause you to doubt everything. I understand why you are cautious. You do not want to place your trust in the wrong place again. Open your heart, and then have to gather the broken pieces alone. I do not condemn your hesitation, because it was formed during the days when you had to protect yourself while no one fully understood the pain you carried. Yet I also do not want the past to continue deciding your future. What happened before may teach you wisdom, but do not allow it to become a wall that prevents every good thing from drawing near. I am not asking you to close your eyes and follow emotion, nor am I requiring you to give complete trust while everything is still unclear. I want you to move with awareness and allow time to reveal this person's character, intention, and consistency. A meaningful connection is not afraid of being observed, does not pressure you to rush, and does not demand that you abandon your boundaries in order to prove affection. What is sincere will be patient enough to reveal itself through action, calm enough to walk with you through your questions, and respectful enough not to turn closeness into control. Remember this, because I lead you through peace, not panic. Any place that continually causes you to live in fear, endlessly guess another person's intentions, and forget your own worth must be examined with wisdom. This person has been placed upon your path not to complete the parts of life for which you have refused responsibility, but to explore with you a more open way of living. They may offer a perspective you have never considered. Ask questions that require you to become honest with yourself and awaken within you the desire to become better. Their presence may feel both familiar and challenging. The familiarity gives you the sense of being seen, while the challenge exposes the defensive habits you have built. Do not immediately assume that every uncomfortable feeling means you must leave. Sometimes your uneasiness does not arise because the other person is doing something wrong, but because you are being invited to step beyond an old way of living that protected you from pain while also preventing you from receiving genuine closeness. Even so, you must clearly distinguish between growth and endurance. A healthy relationship may require you to face your limitations, but it will not continually humiliate, manipulate, or wear you down. It may lead you through difficult conversations, but it will not force you to live in constant anxiety. It may help you recognize what needs to change within you, but it will not make you believe that you are worthless. I do not bring someone into your life so that they may destroy the peace I am building within you. Therefore, as you draw closer, keep your heart tender but your eyes clear. Observe how they treat you during disagreement, how they accept responsibility when they are wrong, and how they respond to the boundaries you establish. These things will speak more truthfully than any beautiful promise. You have wondered whether these feelings are genuine or merely the result of loneliness. To understand this, look at the fruit this connection produces. If it helps you become more honest, peaceful, attentive to your own well-being, and motivated to live with integrity, then it may be a good sign worthy of further observation. But if it makes you obsessive, unbalanced, neglectful of your responsibilities, and dependent upon every reaction of the other person, you need to step back and regain clarity. Right, love does not cause you to disappear into someone else's life. It helps you become more fully present in your own. The right person does not come to possess your entire world, but to build with you a space where both of you can grow without diminishing the other. Certain things are being prepared quietly on both sides, while I heal within you the fear of abandonment. This person may also be learning how to open their heart, take responsibility, and leave behind old patterns. You cannot see the whole process, so do not reach conclusions based upon one moment. Every person needs time to reveal their true nature. Allow the relationship to develop slowly enough for the truth to become visible, yet honestly enough that neither of you must remain hidden forever behind layers of defense. You do not need to pretend to be strong all the time, and the other person does not need to appear perfect in order to be accepted. A lasting connection is built through truth, respect, and the ability to repair together, not through beautiful impressions created at the beginning. I want you to remain beside this person through sincere presence, not dependence. Be there with a heart that knows how to love while still listening to itself. Give the connection an opportunity, but do not immediately surrender complete authority over your happiness. Care deeply, but do not make yourself responsible for rescuing them from every problem. Some journeys must be walked by each individual, and love cannot perform another person's growth for them. You can accompany, encourage, and support, but you do not need to carry what does not belong to you. Healthy closeness does not cause two people to dissolve into one another. It helps each person stand more firmly so that they may hold hands in freedom. If this person truly belongs to the road ahead, the connection will gradually become clearer with time. Important questions will have the opportunity to be spoken. Misunderstandings will be addressed with maturity, and trust will grow through the smallest actions. You will not have to keep chasing them for attention or wondering whether you matter. A sincere person may not always express themselves perfectly, but they will know how to return, listen, and make changes. They will not merely tell you that you are important. They will demonstrate it through presence, responsibility, and consistency. Allow actions to answer what words have not yet proven. I also want you to understand that this connection does not exist only to bring warmth. It may become a place where both of you learn how to love without controlling, speak honestly without wounding, and disagree without destroying. This person may reflect parts of you that still need healing, and you may also help them recognize what they once avoided. Do not fear this, provided that both of you possess humility and a desire to grow. Love is not always made only of easy days. Sometimes it is the choice to remain within a necessary conversation, apologize when wrong, and change when you recognize that your actions have caused pain. My beloved child, do not run merely because the emotions become intense. But do not treat intensity as the only proof that this is something you must keep. Allow peace, consistency, and respect to lead you. I am with you in every step, not to choose on your behalf, but to help you see more clearly and decide from the most mature place within yourself. You do not need to answer the whole future today. Remain faithful to the step before you. Speak truthfully. Listen deeply. Preserve your boundaries. And observe with a heart no longer ruled by fear. If this is the person appointed to travel far with you, the connection will not be lost merely because you move slowly and carefully. What truly belongs to you does not require you to hold it in panic. It will possess enough space to take root, enough light to grow, and enough truth to remain steady through testing. Stay near this person with awareness so that both of you have the opportunity to know one another, not through illusion, but through real life. I do not want you to love an image created by your imagination. I want you to see who they truly are and allow them to see you in sincerity as well. Therefore, move toward this connection with gentle courage. Do not allow former wounds to close the door before someone who did not cause them. Yet, do not grant anyone permission to cross the boundaries you learned to build through many tears. I am leading you into a new way of loving, neither blind nor fearful, neither possessive nor self-abandoning. If you preserve this clarity, the right person will not make you smaller, but will expand with you. They will not make you forget who you are, but will respect the person growing within you. Trust the process. Allow time to speak the truth. And remember that what I prepare for you will always lead you closer to peace, maturity, and a more beautiful life. You had to grow up when you should still have been allowed to live without such heavy concerns. And those burdens that came too early turned you into someone resilient who nevertheless carries a quiet weariness. You learned to solve everything alone before you knew what it meant to be protected. You learned how to comfort others while hardly anyone asked whether you were all right. You became accustomed to holding back tears, hiding your needs, and continuing as though nothing could hurt you. People looked at that strength and called it maturity. But I clearly saw behind it a child who had been forced to learn survival in circumstances beyond what they should have carried. My beloved child, I do not blame you for becoming hardened. I know that hardness was once armor that helped you remain standing, but now I am gently removing what has completed its purpose so that you no longer have to spend your whole life in a defensive posture. I am restoring what life took from you too early, the ability to rejoice without needing a great reason, curiosity about new things, courage to try without being held back by fear of failure, and the confidence that goodness still waits ahead. This is not a return to uninformed innocence, nor an invitation to forget the lessons that helped you grow. I am restoring the freedom that excessive caution caused to fade. You will retain wisdom without allowing wisdom to become anxiety. You will still recognize danger without treating everyone as a threat. You will remember what happened, but those memories will no longer determine how you receive the future. Therefore, do not be surprised if lately you have suddenly wanted to find an old song. Pick up something that once brought you joy. Visit a place you have not seen for a long time. Or begin again a hobby you once neglected. These impulses are not meaningless. I am leading you back toward spaces that still preserve the pure parts of who you are. Some pieces of yourself were left behind, not because they no longer had value, but because you were too occupied with surviving to carry them with you. When life became heavy, you set joy aside and told yourself that one day you would return. But time passed. One responsibility followed another, and you gradually forgot what it felt like to do something simply because it made your heart shine. I am reminding you that joy is not a reward, available only after every problem has been solved. Joy is also strength that helps you continue through what remains unfinished. You do not need to wait until life is entirely peaceful before allowing yourself to laugh. You do not need to explain why something small makes you happy. Some simple moments are placed along your road to soothe the parts that have remained tense for too long. A peaceful morning, a sincere conversation, an idea that excites you, or a moment when you suddenly want to sing, can all be signs that something within you is coming back to life. Do not dismiss them merely because you have grown accustomed to seriousness. I did not call you only to endure. I also want you to know what it means to enjoy life with a heart released from former burdens. The younger version of you carried a natural trust. At that time, you had not yet learned to question every good thing, had not become accustomed to wondering whether you deserved love, and had not allowed rejection to diminish your dreams. You once believed that your life held meaning, even before you could name that meaning. You moved with boldness, not because you knew everything would be easy, but because disappointment had not yet taught you that hope was dangerous. I do not want you to return to being someone without experience. I want to combine the brightness you once carried with the wisdom you possess today. When these two meet, you will become both tender and steady, able to open your heart while preserving boundaries, courageous enough to love without losing yourself. For a long time, the fear of being wounded again influenced many of your decisions. You measured every word, examined every action, and continually prepared yourself for the worst possibility. You believed that if you remained cautious enough, pain could never surprise you again. But constant vigilance is not peace. It is weariness hidden beneath the name of caution. You became so accustomed to controlling everything that even when goodness approached, you wondered how long it would last before disappearing. I understand why you behaved this way, and I do not rebuke you. Yet, I am teaching you that protecting yourself does not mean locking every door. Some people will come with sincerity. Some opportunities will not hide traps. Some joys will not demand pain as their price. The balance I am building within you will help you understand that you do not need to choose between strength and gentleness. You can possess both. You can say no while remaining kind. You can leave what is unhealthy without carrying resentment. You can love deeply without giving another person control over your life. You can trust gradually instead of placing your entire heart into the hands of someone who has not yet demonstrated safety. I am not asking you to remove every barrier in one day. I am opening one small door so that light can enter. And little by little, the deeper parts of you will learn that closeness does not always lead to harm. During this process, your own reactions may confuse you. An ordinary sentence may unexpectedly bring tears. An old memory may surface when you are unprepared. You may become sensitive to things you once easily ignored and wonder why you feel so fragile after so many years of trying to remain strong. Be patient with yourself. Rising emotions do not mean that you are returning to the old place. They are appearing because you finally feel safe enough to experience what you once had to bury. During the years when survival was your only focus, much pain was not healed. It was simply placed aside so that you could continue. Now I am touching the rooms that remained locked, not to make you suffer from the beginning again, but to bring what was trapped into the light. Do not feel ashamed when you need comfort. Do not regard your need for rest as weakness. You were taught that your value depended upon your ability to endure, work, and remain available for everyone. But you are not a tool created only to serve the demands around you. You are my beloved child. And my love does not increase when you accomplish more, or decrease when you become weary. I want you to learn how to listen to your limits. Stop before you are empty, and allow trustworthy people to stand beside you. Independence once saved you during a season, but it does not need to become your permanent home. I am also softening the parts of you that disappointment caused to close. You once believed that if you expected nothing, you could not be hurt. If you did not become too joyful, you would not have to face disappointment. If you did not love deeply, you would not suffer deeply. But a life without risk can easily become a life without feeling. I do not want you merely to exist safely behind walls. I want you to step forward with new discernment, knowing that even when things do not unfold as you hope, you will not be destroyed. Genuine safety is not found in never experiencing pain. It is found in the certainty that pain will no longer define you or hold you forever. In time, you will notice yourself laughing more naturally, expressing what you truly think with gentleness, and no longer apologizing for what makes you happy. You will begin choosing places where you can breathe, people who do not require you to perform strength, and relationships that allow you to be both mature and genuine. Some people may not be familiar with this change. They knew a version of you who continually yielded, carried everything alone, and rarely spoke of personal needs. When you begin living more openly, they may say that you have changed. They will be right. You are changing because I am leading you out of the patterns formed through survival. My beloved child, the youthful part awakening within you is not returning to erase what you have learned. It is returning to restore what you should never have lost. Curiosity will help you see new roads. Joy will refresh what has become dry. Boldness will help you walk through doors that fear once prevented you from entering. And healed trust will allow you to receive love without continually waiting for it to become pain. Let me lead you step by step back toward your original nature, not foolish or careless, but free, discerning, and filled with life. You are not becoming weaker. You are becoming more whole. Because strength no longer stands alone, it is being joined by joy, tenderness, and the courage to open your heart once again. Good things are quietly moving toward you, even now, though your eyes cannot yet see how close they have come. Some will appear through people you never expected to become bridges. Others will open through unexpected opportunities that fit so precisely, you will understand that the timing could not have been earlier or later. Certain answers will come very gently, without noise or display, simply appearing when you believe you have reached the limit of your understanding. Therefore, do not treat the present silence as proof that nothing is happening. The most important arrangements often take place in hidden spaces where there is no applause and no obvious sign. Yet every detail is still being moved into its proper place. I do not require you to see everything before you trust. I only ask you to keep your heart open, because what is coming may not carry the form you once expected. Yet it may be exactly what you need to enter another season. I know you are accustomed to solving every problem alone, finding your own answers, calculating every possibility, and trying to keep everything within your control. You did this not because you wanted to appear greater than anyone, but because former experiences caused you to believe that if you did not take care of everything yourself, it might all collapse. You learned always to prepare for the worst. I think several steps ahead, and rarely permit yourself true rest. But, my beloved child, this burden has made you more weary than you realize. I did not create you to live each day as though one small mistake could destroy your entire future. I am inviting you to release the need to understand everything, know everything in advance, and control every outcome. Releasing control does not mean ceasing to act, refusing to think, or surrendering your life to chance. It means doing your part faithfully and then no longer forcing what lies beyond your ability to unfold according to your will. You do not need to possess the whole map in order to walk in the right direction. Some roads open only when you draw near. Some doors appear only after you complete the present step. Some people arrive only when you have matured enough to recognize the value of meeting them. I am leading you with wisdom beyond what you can calculate. Many things you call delay are being protected from haste. Many prayers not yet fulfilled have not been denied. The foundation beneath them is still being strengthened. I do not want to bring something beautiful but fragile into your life. Something that collapses under the smallest pressure. I am building what is strong enough to endure, deep enough not to be shaken by other people's opinions, and fitting enough that you will not need to lose peace in order to preserve it. The greatest change will first take place not in your circumstances, but in the way you view them. Your thinking is being renewed so that you stop interpreting every silence as evidence that you have been forgotten. You will begin to recognize that I am still working even when you cannot yet see results. Still opening a road when only limitations seem visible. And still preparing provision even before you know how to name your need. From this understanding, a different kind of peace will grow within you. It will not be calmness that exists only when everything goes well, nor a brief feeling that disappears when bad news arrives. It will be the deep assurance that you are being sustained, that you do not fight alone, and that even when plans change, my guidance does not. When this peace takes root, you will no longer rush after every opportunity merely because you fear being left behind. You will know how to pause and discern, understanding that not every open door belongs to you and not every delay is failure. What truly fits will not require you to betray your principles, surrender your dignity, or live under constant strain. I may lead you along a road requiring courage, but I will not lead you into chaos. Therefore, when something new comes, receive it gratefully while preserving discernment. Look at the fruit it produces within you. Does it make you calmer, more honest, and more mature? Or does it merely stimulate haste and fear of missing out? Genuine guidance does not need panic to force you forward. I never overlooked you during the long days of waiting. I know every time you watched others move ahead and quietly wondered when your turn would come. I saw the moments when you tried to appear well while inwardly fearing that your name had been forgotten. I also know the struggles you told no one, the moments when you doubted yourself, and the times you nearly gave up because perseverance no longer seemed meaningful. Not one of those days was wasted. Seasons that appeared to produce nothing taught you how to preserve integrity without recognition. Continue doing what was right without immediate reward, and distinguish perseverance from stubbornly holding what no longer fits. What you called delay was sometimes the time I used to make you steady enough for what was coming. Now another season is gradually opening. You will begin to notice provision coming from places where you never thought to search. An introduction may lead to an important meeting. An ordinary conversation may bring the idea you have sought for a long time. An unexpected change may move you from stagnation into a broader direction. Some things will come through effort accumulated over many days, while others will arrive as gifts that could never be forced. Do not hastily call them coincidence when details that appeared unrelated begin to connect. You will recognize that I arranged them quietly in advance. What looks like a small step today may be the link leading toward a door far greater than you imagined. The greater ease that is coming does not mean that you will no longer need to work, learn, or carry responsibility. I do not promise a road without effort. I am leading you into a rhythm where effort is no longer wasted. Before, you may have spent too much strength maintaining what did not fit, persuading others to recognize you, or fighting to remain where your contribution was not valued. In the new season, you will learn to place your strength where it belongs. Your work will produce clearer fruit. Healthy relationships will contain mutuality, and fitting opportunities will not require you to diminish yourself in order to be accepted. What once needed force may gradually be replaced by cooperation, right timing, and clarity in each decision. Yet you must also prepare to release the habit of doubting goodness when it appears. Because you waited so long, you may react to favorable circumstances with fear, wondering whether they are real or when they will disappear. Allow me to heal this defensiveness. You do not need to ruin today's joy in preparation for a sorrow that may never come. You can be grateful without becoming naive, hopeful while remaining discerning, and receptive without losing humility. What arrives through right arrangement will not require you to live obsessively, holding it at any cost. You need only care for it faithfully. Use it wisely, and remember that every provision carries responsibility to produce what is good. Therefore, continue walking, but do not walk under former pressure. Do today's work with sincerity. Then entrust to me the outcomes beyond your control. When something has not yet happened, do not immediately assume it is lost. When one door closes, do not hastily believe you have been rejected. When the direction changes, do not conclude that all earlier effort was meaningless. I can use detours to bring you to the right place, waiting to protect you, and unfinished things to teach you what is truly worthy. You have not been abandoned within your own story. I have gone ahead, seen needs you have not yet named, and prepared help you never imagined. Keep your heart peaceful, your eyes alert, and your hands ready, because what is moving toward you is not merely an answer. It is also evidence that not one of your faithful steps has ever been forgotten.